Boom. Horses at the ready. Oh, wait, I gotta close the other circles. They gotta go away. And they're off. Wow. I'm not gonna do the rest.
Wait. Ah ben, tabarnak, ça vient de site! Wait. Okay, you're not gonna believe that.
The animation was done in Quebec.
We're recording all of that. Now I have to praise the animation, right?
Well, that is Wild Mains. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it was okay.
Alright, so that was Wild Mains. Of all the intellectual properties made specifically for children on YouTube, this is definitely one of them.
In all seriousness, it's really not a bad show. Oh wow. You really... Jesus.
Well, that was something. So, Wild Mains overall is actually not bad. I actually seem to enjoy it a little bit. I mean, there's some parts, I only got to do about 4 episodes of this show, but the animation quality actually isn't as bad as I thought it was. I mean, I kind of admit some of the characters are kind of cute. I still prefer My Little Pony over this, but don't get me wrong. I might see a few more episodes after I'm done. Once I have more time to catch up on this series.
It was fine. In all reality, I make all these jokes and stuff. I'm crap talking it the entire time. I do think the subscribe thing is unironically a little bit much. I don't like it when channels do that. But aside from telling me to subscribe 3 times in a row, again, I don't mind if you say subscribe at the end of the video. I'm just saying the 3 times they do it. It's not even a bit. It's just they just do it. But in all reality, aside from that, it's a kid's it's a show made for much younger children. And it's not horrible. I'm not sitting here oh, I can't believe they would let my child watch a show like this. It's fine, guys. I thought the show was fine. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but neither was G5.
That was Wild Mains, everybody. I didn't dislike it. Is it my favorite show? Absolutely not. This is definitely one I would put on with the boys just to we watch it. I'd have people watch it. I'd have people around to just watch it. Just to laugh at something.
Oh. It's not My Little Pony, and I don't like it as much. But it's really not a bad show. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's a little derivative. God, I can't open my eyes.
That felt a lot shorter than I thought it would. I know it was 4 episodes too. Yeah, I can't really get super into short shows like that just because it doesn't feel like there's enough time to set up with the stories. I mean, it was kind of blatantly obvious that they throw you right before, right at the climax of the episode, and then pull you back to catch you up on everything. And then once you're actually caught up, they play about a minute of footage, and then after that, there's maybe a minute left in the episode. I don't know. It feels really awkward. It feels kind of stunted.
Overall, it's not bad. I implore people to at least, give it a chance. But, as for me right now, I gotta still stick with Pony because, I mean, how can you ignore a face like Izzy's here?
I hope you guys enjoy the bits, and I don't cut the footage when I send these things. So the thing that you guys see versus what the editor has to see, what the viewer get to see versus what Mr. Sum has to see of our recordings, and of course I'm really talking about mine, is very dumb.
Honestly, I didn't hate it. It's an okay show. It doesn't have what I would call the most splendiferous of writing, but no, it's a fine kids show. I don't think that this is a show that I'm ever gonna get into personally, but it seems harmless. I really like the backgrounds though. I feel like I like the backgrounds more than I should. I keep seeing people talk about this show and they go crazy about the character designs. I personally think that they're a little too much for my taste, but I love the backgrounds.
I can't.
Don't forget, this is YouTube content, and the ability to make TV-grade animation for YouTube content is already incredible. And it's animated in Toon Boom Harmony, and it still looks stiff. I can understand with that kind of budget, but and of course there's the plague that I hate, the over-reliance on tree cues. The whole idea, and I'm kind of guilty of that right now, is the idea that you have characters mostly just facing that angle. That's not a profile and not front. It's very efficient because you have characters that just talk one to the other, and you get to see all their facial expressions very well. It translates well, but just the overall reliance just feels very stiff overall. I've seen some shows that are much more guilty of that than others. It's used very well here.
In terms of good things, though, I do really like the character designs. They're all really nice. They're cute. They're pretty. The surfing one threw me off every single time. She just... Every other word that comes out of her mouth is like a California bro, like surfer bro.
Honestly, that's like the best comparison I could give it. It reminds me a lot of like watching Tell Your Tell, though I do think Tell Your Tell might have like some more interesting plot lines sometimes. So like there is that. Mind you, I've only watched like the very beginning of Tell Your Tell because it just wasn't really for me and all. I think I stopped watching right before the Halloween episode. The one I've heard is actually really good, but I just never got to it because... Actually, I think it was like the Sparky Farts episode before, and I didn't want to watch that. I don't know why I tangented so hard, but yeah, that show is fine.
I had a good time watching, and that's definitely something I would watch with like a big group of friends, which is kind of what we did at TrotCon. I could have sworn we watched more than one episode, but I don't remember.
The idea of animating characters with bigger bodies like that is always a challenge. With My Little Pony, the whole idea is that since the bodies are smaller, the expressiveness, they can just ramp it up, and they have a lot more flexibility with all the things that they can do. So with that, they're more limited. They have something that's a lot more stiff, and they managed to do something that's very expressive and that just tells the point. All while just working with the budget they have.
Alright, that was Wild Mains. I like the characters, I like the outfits in it. The fourth wall thing, once I understood the format that a lot of these episodes were going for, it was kind of like repetitive then, because it's like the fourth wall thing. This is how we got into this situation. Then we did this thing. And it was kind of just that over and over. It was fine. It gave me the same essence as other other company pony kind of series. But no, yeah, I had a great time, honestly. It was fun. A lot of the characters seem kind of one-dimensional. Dreamer, I like Dreamer. Main character, I already forgot her name, honestly. I remember Dreamer's name more than the main character. I think that says something, but I don't know. I had a fun time. This was, I guess you can say this was pretty wild.
This was a stupid idea!
If I had like I don't know, a sister or like a younger sibling or some sort of younger family member, you know, like if they wanted to watch the show, sure, I would maybe push them to watch a different cartoon horse show. It's an okay show. It exists. It is a show that I watched.
I do think that the animation isn't bad. It doesn't feel awkward, which is nice. They keep it very, very simple, but I think that works to the show's advantage. It's nice to look at the whole time. Oh man, every time a character like turned to the camera, or well, not, you know, I know it was only Coco who did that. Oh, this episode, this show was a trip.
They are not the most flamboyant. You're gonna have shows where the silhouette of the character is so iconic. In that case, since all the characters need to have the same body base, they have to be dynamic due to their haircuts, and they managed to actually make it work. I think they did a good job. I want to tell all the people, like, You deserve a good poutine. I know a place for that in Montreal. I'm gonna pay you a treat if you want.
I don't really have any major desire to keep watching. I wouldn't be upset if it was on, or, you know, if I was watching it in a hotel room with some friends, like riffing on it, sort of thing. For those who like it, like, awesome. Like, all the more power to you. I can understand it. It's fun. It's good, simple fun. I haven't watched all of, like, G5's, like, Tell Your Tale series, but I imagine if you enjoy something like that, you might enjoy this. Or, like, if you enjoyed Pony Life, maybe you'll enjoy this. Just, yeah, short form content just doesn't do it for me. It's just hard for me to get, like, actually invested in these characters that way.
You know, the animation is fine. Like, the character design, I actually kind of like it a bit. I'm so mixed on it, because, like, I like the color palette choice a lot in a lot of the characters. Some of them I don't like so much. And then some of their designs are just kind of weird. Like, their mains are all, like, strange looking to me, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm a very picky person about this kind of stuff, because as you know, I am a huge fan of Rarity, and as you can tell, her illustrious main, I'm very picky about how good mains look.
And yeah, otherwise, as a show, it feels a bit more like content. It's 5 minutes a pop of episodes with all very, very limited stakes. This is not a series where there's antagonists. It's situation comedy where it's pretty much just awkwardness of moments. So something might just go wrong due to the element, misunderstandings, or trying to win at a thing, which is perfectly fine. It's not the kind of things that I would naturally just watch myself, but it's also the kind of content that I would force myself to not watch because I don't want to watch it. It's kind of in the middle. It's a good series. I think it does a good job. Overall, I don't hate my experience watching it. I'm definitely going to check more if they drop that framing device, because the framing device itself of asking like, oh, I wonder how I get in that situation is getting old. And one of the things that I did notice that
I give Wild Mane a thumbs up. Sure. Thank you all for watching.
Coco is adorable. Like, whenever I see her, the only thing that comes to mind is I want to see her in a better show. Like, a good 22 minutes long episode, just so you get to learn a bit more about her. She's just adorable, so I feel like she deserves something a bit better. It's a bit frustrating, just the idea that every single episode was just written by a single person, and the workload of just writing all those episodes by a single person is just way too much. So just the idea that you'd have something that's a bit more spread to a bigger budget TV show could be actually good. I don't hate the idea that it's a series that's set in a more grounded world. Like, this is not a series that has magic. Like, it has cartoon logic, but no magic, which is perfectly fine. You know, I've seen a lot of good shows that don't need to have magic, and they work great.
This was fun. This was wild. Dare I say, some joke about mains.
I give Wild Manes.
I like the idea that we have more shows about talking horses, because just having one is just not enough. I want some competition in the market, and I think that really works well for that case. I hope next time we get to review normal horses again. I'm not going to complain if we review normal horses again.
Had a lot of fun doing this reaction video for Bronius React again, and I can't wait to catch you all on the next one.
Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Bye! Shout out to all my main heads out there. Let's go.
This was really fun. If I come back to Bronius React in any way, I might see about meeting up with a few other people in person in the Midwest and do something like that. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Make sure to press that subscribe button. Just press the subscribe button. Make sure you press that subscribe button and eat some macarons.
Happy April Fools, everyone. Thanks for joining us for whatever this was. And yeah, thanks to everyone who participated in this video. It's always fun to do these, and legitimately, like, no irony. I love the opportunity to get to do these, to get to work on these with friends, and it's a ton of fun. Goodbye, everybody.
Hi, it's me, everyone's favorite little brony, Cole Donnerstag. That's right, I'm here and I made it. Oh, well, actually, it's what you think. I didn't make it. I couldn't make it. I didn't make it to this react. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Now, I know I've been absent for the past few episodes of Bronius React. I know you miss me. I know you're all wondering, when's he gonna come in with his funny anecdotes and silly bobillies? I get it. I truly do. But what can I say? Life is busy, and this time, I did have a true, very valid excuse. It's tough nowadays. And this one was especially tough. I really tried to make it. But the circumstances being what they are. And I just... I'm sorry. I just did not want to watch Wild Mains. I'm sorry. I am nothing but sorry, and that is all that I am. Please forgive me.